Ba, 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 la, ba, ba. Printing some 2-foot balloons, 24-inch balloons. Was doing some 3-foot ones just before, but I've done them now. You too, enjoy. The picture doesn't show very well, it's actually green, but I think because of crystal balloons, clear ones, it looks black. There is no way of focusing on that. One, two, three. what they look like after. And if you stick around, this is a very manual way of doing it. Stick around, we'll move on to a couple of the high-speed machines over there that does regular size balloons, does about 1,200 an hour, these machines, so it's quite quick. I'll also show you our foil balloon printer as well, but let me just finish these. I've got 3 left. These are the belt bar 24-inch balloons. We're just doing some 36-inch for custom print. We sell these with the print on, custom print at £10 each. I believe these are going all the way over to the Philippines. Two more to go. For those that just saw it, it's the lighting and the clear balloon, but that is actually a green print on there. we just use like a heat gun just to make them shrivel back to original size, and then blow that up and it'll be massive. I can show you. So there's some printed already this morning. That's a 3-foot balloon, 3-foot balloon, and that's what we're printing now. You can actually see better that it's green. Last one anyway, and then we'll move on. Feel free to ask any questions. Last one done. Right, I'm going to try and move it because I need to clean this screen. Trying to find somewhere to put you while I clean. So the cleaning literally takes 2 minutes if you've done it a million times like me. Doing the wet wipe jobs. First one sort of just gets off all the excess. The second one delivers the facial. There we go, right, I'll go and get the screen and we can clean that. So here's the screen. We're going to not give it a thorough clean because we keep the screen. We are the balloon printing company, but we've also got a bit of a side gig called UK Lunars, and that's what this is. And it sells balloons to a certain niche market of variety of large sizes. This is a generic one we do with the logo on. But you can get these balloons, and I'm not chucking everything on the floor, in up to 100 inch. I think the smallest we do is probably 12 inch, 14 inch. But like I said, it's not fully clean because we'll use this screen again. I'm sorry, I'm not left-handed, so I can't show you that much. done for that screen. Right, what next? Now we're done cleaning, let's go and look at a bigger machine. I'm going to use next. Probably use this one next. Don't chuck everything everywhere. So we've got the smallest gap at the back of the racking, literally the thickness of a chupping shell, and it's gone down the back. Just to show you how annoying this is the gap. Where is it? There. And we've got full of fucking helium now that I'm having to get out because the bloody thing has gone down. Somewhere there. Just so annoying. There she is. Ta-da! Need cheap helium. I can hook you up. We have all this helium. We've got about 90 canisters here. All up there as well. Whew. Right, next job. Printing that, then on this. It's a job of 100 balloons. And in theory, it's going to take about 7 minutes. Let's find out. Let's see if right. There we go. So, let's have a look. I know it's sideways, but hopefully. That's it anyway. Let's go and print 100 of these. I do like it when the screen works first time. Magnifique. Reset the counter. Not going to finish down that one in a moment. you don't tie the screen on right. Hello, Ludix. I'll be honest, there are other people here that normally do printing for me, which is why I don't get on very often and I don't do much printing. And yesterday was the first time I printed, I think since November, December. It's a long time. So I'm a bit flaky. Not too late. Just looking on that way. I'll just not print it. And off we back go. Hello. Keep moving again. Okay, that is, how many have we done? 107. Always like to do a few extra. Because guaranteed one gets lost in the machine, or the customer will miscount because the customer's never wrong, apparently. Give me a second. Didn't walk all the way up the coach. But yeah, we always do a few extra because if you're not familiar with balloons, you might burst one, you might let one float away. If you need that exact number, it's better for me to do a few extra seconds than you to fucking moan. That's that. That's that. Alright, let's go and clean another. Hello, Miguel Car. You're probably long gone now. Let's go and clean another screen. I love white screens because they're so easy. Let's do this. Camera. All I'm doing is just scraping using my couple of Atlantic system parts of people. Turn the machine off. Push there. 25 seconds is up, taking about 10 seconds. With that, white and colour with me. I'm determined to try and get done today by about 1 o'clock because I want to go and watch the Cheltenham. I'm back. I want to go and watch Cheltenham. I'm going to Cheltenham tomorrow. Go every year. And lose a shit ton of money. Drink far too much. Get moaned at by the wife. And I'll tell you what I forgot to do into that. I have to scrape it. So what I'm going to do, rather than go back, is this. It's quite thick, as you can see, so it doesn't actually need much doing to it. Well, I've got a quiet moment. Any questions about balloons, about printing, about how much I'm going to lose tomorrow? Anyone going to Cheltenham tomorrow? Cheltenham Gold Cup. Anyone got any tips? Apart from don't bet, don't drink. I don't know anyone watching. We've got 22 people watching apparently. But okay, that's not good. Let's walk and talk. Let's put this on first. Next, I know I will need this. Right, let's go and have a quick look at the machines. So that's what we're printing earlier on. It's what we'll call a black machine, although I'm about to print black and not use this machine. That's the white machine. Multicolour printer. UV printer 1, UV printer 2. Jobs we've done this week. I wonder where I can put you without showing you everyone's details. Right, what we've got next? 150 white ink. Let's put this down here. Managed to get black ink on me, so bear with me while I go and wash my hands because I'm using white balloons next and I don't want to get white balloons all over. Black ink all over white balloons. Right, next. So what we'll do to these screens is I'm going to put some tape around the edge. Ta-da. The reason we do this is the ink goes in here. It basically means ink doesn't fall out. So we're used to it. It's more difficult doing it this way. We're used to putting it around the outside there. The problem we're finding is this tape's that damn good that it was ripping the screen off. When you're pulling it off, so you put it around there, you peel it off, and this green stuff would peel with it because that's essentially super glued on, done tightly. We're going to get some black ink and then we'll put this on. Where for us now? White box. Got boxes somewhere and I can't find them. Not boxes in like pants, like. So 150, it's a tiny bit. Should do. And then I'm going to put this, where are we? There. Okay, I need to find the space for you so you can see the whole machine. And yesterday when I did it was good up here. Let's see if it will work again. Here, push that through. Start it up, like that. Definitely going to move at some point, isn't it? So, white balloons. Probably someone taking some out because we were short earlier on in the year. It looked white from the company. And the white ever so slightly different. And someone has just mixed the two together. So we've got 150 sprint, this should take me 10 minutes. I don't know if you can still hear this. I'm waiting for new heads on. Happy birthday. So if you put it on YouTube, I'll show you. That's what happens to this one here. So smaller. By the time it gets to there, it's about big. And as a result, it's missed the sides off. Because it got smaller, it's the size off. And I'm going on this big part. still live. I'll just pull this into. Thank you. Trying to sort it out. We bought one too many tickets to Cheltenham tomorrow. We're trying to sell it. So I've stopped there because I've just noticed that one is starting to miss a bit of ink. Oh, I missed it because I don't want to peel. This is definitely live. I'm sorry I'm not talking at the moment. We're going to Cheltenham tomorrow, Gold Cup Day. We had a dropout. We've got one ticket left to sell. And there's loads of people that are like, I don't want to pay before. I want you to send me the ticket and then I'll pay, or meet me there. And I don't want to meet someone there because they've got to dictate with their terms and their times. I'm not familiar with Cheltenham. What if they don't turn up and then I've still got a bloody ticket? So if you want a ticket to Cheltenham Gold Cup tomorrow, let me know. This is what he's doing. It's missed a little bit somewhere. Missed a little line. and like magic, it's gone. So, quickly do these. Okay, that's all the printing done for today. Feed this last screen down. So what we've got left to do is clean the last screen down and pick and pack a couple of orders. I'll show you some different like 100-inch balloons. I think the man's had a pack, and then I'm gonna fuck off. Just balance that there. Now for those that say balloon printing is not lucrative, I've been on live exactly 1 hour and you've seen me print how much in orders. About £300 worth of orders in an hour, and the cost for that 300 balloons to me, £300 worth of balloons cost wise is, check my cards, about 40 quid by the time I include postage, and that's not including the order of I've got to send out, someone's ordered like 200 quid's worth of plain balloons, obviously we make a profit on that. So I'll say this because yesterday I had someone on who was like, oh, a soul destroying job, earns no money, and it is quite alright. Quite alright. It's obviously not £260 an hour, every hour, every working day. Otherwise I'd be rich. Well, I'd have been what? You see that Euro Millions last night was 181 million. What a free lucky dip. We were dead excited because we didn't actually know it was 181 million. So I went up to my mum and dad's last night and they were like, it's not been paid yet. And we were working out that maybe by the like 24 hours after, that 80% of the people will have checked the ticket. So thinking that pool of however many people had entered the lottery was much less, so maybe it was our turn. We got home and it was our turn to have won a lucky dip. I hate black ink. So the darker the fruit, the sweeter the taste, the darker the ink. The more pain in the backside it is. Mixing my settings up here. Is anybody even watching? If nobody's watching, so if somebody's watching, say something, I'll keep going. If nobody's watching, then I'll turn off and I can probably get things done 5 minutes earlier. So I'm not going to explain to you all what's what. But if you want to keep going, we are about to pick an order which is like 48 inch 4 foot shapes. We've got 100 inch shapes in there. Blokes ordered all sorts. I believe, like I said, part of it is what we printed, part printed. His girlfriend in the Philippines told me. I'd love to go to the Philippines. I don't care which bit. Go to the islands, it's lush, it's waterfalls, it's green. Go to the province bit. Apparently the women are immense. Hospitality. Go for your haircut. Like 10p or something. I think I'm like the only person in the world though that if I'm going on holiday, I love to go to beach, seafronts. But I actually hate, I won't go in the sea. I'll dip my toes in, just say I've been. That's about as far as it gets. Taste the seawater is. And I've got no gag reflex. So the minute it goes in, the seawater into my mouth that is. I am. Okay. Just that I hate black ink. This has actually been quite a bottle, this one. Nobody said hello. Oh, someone said hi. Hello, hello. What's your name? Array Osduk. Have I said that? Array Osduk. Guessing maybe from Australia or Turkey. I've never been to Australia, but I have been to Turkey. I randomly went to Turkey on my own 10 years ago. And I think I left the hotel once and just everyone was coming up to me going, "Hey, boss man. Hey, boss man. Hey, boss man." Hey, boss man. Come to my shop. Balloon 6. And with every order at the moment we're giving away some bags we have left from the spring fair. Got booklets in there, free samples in there, pens, all sorts. Good therapy. With that. The call 6441. No, I can actually read it properly. So, one question we get asked all the time, and tell me if I think it's a stupid question. I always say to customers, no question's a stupid question. I think this one is a stupid question. And tell me if I'm wrong for saying this. Customers will say, so yesterday we had one going to Northern Ireland, and they said, will they come blown up? There were 250 balloons they ordered. And I was just thinking, imagine the postman turning up and Get in a box, pallet, container, 250 balloons, all inflated. Imagine them trying to handle it carefully. So chap, tell me if I'm wrong. No question's a stupid question apart from that one. I mean, these bags also used to have sweets in. We've got a whole Amazon bag boxing down there. That's full of them, the bags, the good bags. But between us, we've been emptying the bags of the sweets, and there's no more Haribo. Well, there is, there's still plenty in there, but you can see. Ah, bollocks, I've got done here. Got to put the damn invoice in. Yeah, they've been bags. We've got in these notepads, pens, balloons, vouchers, mugs, and some have got sweets left in. We were giving them away free. But the show was shit. Birmingham Spring Fair. Right. Next up is Steve's down because it's so windy. Literally pilfered them. Yeah, there's a small bags, are there? Big bags. There's even one in there. Mug. Printed pen, printed notepad. I must hide these sweets otherwise. Next. Oh, there you go. These are 6-inch balloons. I've got a normal balloon to show you. We've got that in there. So, 100 inch balloon, 8 foot, taller than pretty much anyone in the world. It's a neck to it. So I don't know if you ever saw Britain's Got Talent. There was a man that got in the balloon and did it. You know, this person's ordered a purple one also. Hold them up. 100 inch, 8 foot, 2.4 metres when fully inflated. Someone say something, I'm bored talking to myself. Does anybody want to buy my toilet ticket yet? That's how we cut this. There you go, so you can sort of see me cut the order. Right, that's it. Hello. Right. Perfect, thank you very much. Also ordered a pizza. What's some of that? That's a bit annoying. Right, so they've ordered a 36-inch UK lunar blue, which is what we, if anyone in the very unlikely event has been here since the beginning, that was it. So we've also ordered some 36-inch soaps, some 17-inch soaps. I'm just going to chuck all these in that way. I'm going to move on to some 48-inch soaps now. Final point. Inch touch steering wheel. Also asked for also elephant. It's my impression of an elephant and some caterpillars. 48-inch. Fold these. So these are the 60-inch that we sold. higher like 30 something, I've only got like 5 of you left now. And you're releasing the 5 minutes, cut me and then I'm for 2. Post office from home. Little free bag it into this one. Hey Luke. So what we've got left to do, we did the caterpillars, 2 caterpillars, an elephant. This is 3 248s and an 80. So that's for pink, blue, and an 80-inch yellow. So I'll just hold these up flat so you can see roughly. 40-inch, 48-inch even, 80-inch. Let's fold them up. Oh, where's my pen gone, you bastard? Now, I would say pens are like golf stick, but I've got about 1,000 branded ones in the office. Right, I'm going to go because you're boring me and I'm gasping for a poo. I'll see you later.